What is good, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking to you about why you need to fall in love with the process. If you're trying to get rich or you have big aspirations, you can't just have that end goal in mind. Of course, know exactly what your vision is and where you want to end up, but you can't always just be thinking about, one day I want to have the Lambo and I want to have the hot girl and I want to have the big house and I want to just travel the world. That can't be the only thing that you focus on. For me, when I was a kid, that is exactly what I did, especially when I was trying trading. I was younger, like 14, 15. I was always focusing on the end goal. I really didn't understand, manifesting the law of attraction fully at that point. So I was always just thinking that if I focused on that thing, I would go on Zillow and look at the exact house that I want. I would imagine my life in it. And that is something that you can do, and it is a good step for manifesting. You really need to fall in love with the process of the work you're doing. So now, every single day, as a business owner, I have a list of problems and tasks that I need to attack every single day. And that is what I focus on in terms of building out the vision. So I have the end goal in mind of where I want to be, but it's more focused on where do I want to take my business to, and not the exact lifestyle or the house or the car. Yeah, sure, you can have those things in mind and maybe in your free time look at those things here and there. But 99% of my time is spent focusing on how I'm actually building out my vision and my business and where I'm taking my life to, the action steps I can take day in and day out to actually get there. So that is the biggest focus that I have, is actually focusing on the work I can do instead of just kind of dreaming and having that vision in mind of what do I want when I get to that point. Because I'm here to tell you that those things are not going to make you happy, as they are going to be very rewarding. And when you do achieve them, it's going to be a huge win for you. I can tell you, when I had my first success with my first successful sales career, I bought a Rolex, and that was like the biggest deal for me. I probably took it too far. I wanted to tell everyone about it, that I had this success. But at the end of the day, after a couple of months, that wore off, and now I really don't even care. I mean, it's a cool thing to have, but it's not going to be that thing that drives your happiness day in and day out. But what will fulfill you is, like I said, I have that list of problems and tasks that I have to accomplish. Is once you go through those problems, you attack them every single day, you're learning, you're growing, you're facing challenges, you're overcoming them. And when you do that day in and day out, that is going to be the most fulfilling thing. If you're focused on chasing pleasure and the rewards that come with the lifestyle of having a successful business or having an entrepreneurial venture, you're going to be heavily let down, because the lifestyle is not what it seems from Instagram or all these influencers make it look like. It is hard work day in and day out. You're going to have to work twice as hard as someone who's doing a 9 to 5. And it's not just going to be rainbows and fairy tales. It's not that at all. It's going to be really hard work. But if you can fall in love with the work that you're doing, if you pick a career path, a business, an entrepreneurial venture that you genuinely love, this will be the most rewarding and the best path that you can take. I truly believe that if you want to have the best life possible, you have to be a creator. You have to create something, a business, a personal brand. Something like that will give you that fulfillment instead of just working, some sort of 9 to 5. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that if that's the career path that you choose. If you don't want to deal with the stress, the headaches, the ups and downs of having businesses or being in a sales career, that's completely fine. But if you do want this lifestyle, basically the message of the story is you have to be prepared to put in more work than anybody else. You have to be able to fall in love with the process and love the work that you're doing. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be times when it's frustrating, it can drive you crazy, but you really have to just be obsessed with the action steps you can take day in and day out, and that will get you further than 99% of people, and that is something I can promise you. So if you just make that one simple mindset shift to focusing on the actions you can take and letting that be the reward, that once you accomplish all those tasks, all those problems you have listed out for the day, you have won that day, and now you can go on to the next, and you're building your empire slowly that way. So that is all for this video. I hope this helps you get on that entrepreneurial venture and start succeeding in your life. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.